I'm here on my way to do a test drive of an Audi A5. So, and some of the experience of driving a few other cars and seeing what a car drives like, I never really shown or experienced an Audi on any of the videos. I've driven myself before, but I never had shown it on a video. So in this case, it's going to be the A5, and it's going to be the not the coupe, but the sedan, the four-door version of that. So got a Lambo there. Lambo there. So sorry, I stand corrected. That's a McLaren.
Continue on Dallas North Tollway South for 2 miles.
So here in the Dallas area. The idea is just to drive around, just see what that driving experience is, see how smooth it is, see how much punch it has, and share with you my findings and my impressions about it. That's the idea behind this video. And as I head out over there, I will share that experience shortly. As the focus of the video is on the driving experience, I focus more on driving and what you'll see on the inside than the actual appearance and exterior look of the car. The infotainment is probably something that could improve, but we know that it has in the 2020 models and some of the other Audis that have the touchscreen. You basically don't have to circle through these. It's more of a touchscreen that you can do things here. Here I have to use this wheel down here to rotate it and put it on whatever mode I need here. So first impression, so if I punch it, it's adequate. It's not being a 2.0 turbo 4-cylinder engine. I didn't expect that it would have a great deal of power, but it is adequate power. So it does respond. It has a little bit of punch when I punch it. The other first impression I have is how smooth the car is. It almost feels like it's a larger sedan. It feels like it handles the bumps and humps on the road quite nicely. It doesn't really feel like a sports car. It feels more like a luxury car. It has a level of refinement that is typical for Audi. What I was somewhat surprised to see was, or feel rather, is how well refined it is for one of the smaller models. So this A5 is considered one of their smaller, more compact models, and but it handles like a larger car. At the same time, it doesn't feel heavy. Even though it's a 4-cylinder engine, it does feel quite good on the drive. The tech in this car is not like some of the newer Audis where you have a digital cockpit, you don't have the touchscreens for the map, but it is still a good look. This is a 2019 model, but it still has a very good look, and it doesn't look like the materials are cheap at all. I think that even the dashboard, even though it's not like leather, it does have somewhat of a soft rubber feel to it. It's not, the steering wheel has a very soft rubber feel to it, yet it's very positive grip to it. The components and the materials used, the seating position, everything was meant to be very pleasing and very comfortable for the passenger and for the driver. And in terms of the visibility, there's good visibility. You can look all the way around, and it has very good visibility. It is a very nice car to own. It feels almost like a sports car. I would probably say the only negative against that would be the power. If you want it to feel like a sports car, I would probably want more power. But if this is going to be more of a daily driver that you want, you're not going to be disappointed with the adequate power, not sports-like, but adequate power for what you would expect from a car like this. The gauges are very nicely well laid out. I like how they kind of stick out from the dash a little bit, and the buttons on the steering wheel are very well laid out and very easy to reach. If I look now, I'm going to go ahead and look at the turning radius just to see how quickly, if I can turn here in a 3-lane. It is not as, it is quick in terms of the feel of the wheel when you make a U-turn, but it does not turn on a dime like other cars. So it is a little bit wider radius, but again, I may be splitting hairs here because it does feel quite nice. The stocks and the buttons, if I press them and say that I'm changing lanes or to do that, it does feel very refined. The feel of when the turn signal switches over is very positive when it locks in place, and it's very positive when it comes out as you turn around and you come off of that turn, and then it automatically moves back up. The transmission does switch or does turn your gears, or does switch between gears when you do need them. So if I'm here going slowly, punch it a little bit, changes transmission, changes to the next gear, then I let go, it had already switched to the higher gear, so it does not slow me down when I let go of the accelerator. Even if I let go of the accelerator abruptly, it is not going to stay in that same gear and slow me down. You feel like you're being moved forward when you do that. This transmission does do a good job of maintaining you at a constant speed, which is what you do want. It does have paddle shifters. They are somewhat plasticky paddle shifters, but if I were to switch, okay, let me downshift here. All right. Yeah, it's a little plasticky feeling. That's something that probably could be another improvement to have, or to consider rather. But nevertheless, it does have a very good feel to it. All in all, this is a car that I wouldn't mind owning. It is somewhat compact, but not too big. It is small enough to feel like a little bit of a sports car, maybe not with the amount of power, but well refined enough that will make it a good daily driver. My name is George. This is GLLR Cars, and as always, drive safe.